What's going on, guys? It's Tremaine here, the most disciplined day trader on YouTube. So we're going to do a trade breakdown over the trades I took this morning on 3 Apex eval accounts, and I'll also post a payout request and all that good stuff towards the end of the video. Shout out to Apex. They're doing good business over there. We're on the third payout, no complications. So I'll say that to the end of the video. But for now, let's get into the trade breakdown. So down close candle, that opening price, I'm drawing it through. Okay, when you're in a bullish market, a buy program, down close candle should offer support. And I am bullish. I shared this with the Discord community over the weekend, but we are looking for a 23,500 and possibly 23,600 as a potential draw liquidity. So we are bullish on the daily chart, not interested in predicting a top. So opening price of the bullish order block, drawing that through. Let's go ahead and go down to a 5-minute chart, and we are in regular trading hours. So this is where we closed previous day, and this is where we open at 9:30. And I'm also slapping on the midnight open and the 8:30 open, which is attached to electronic trading hours. Okay, this is going to be a little bit more of an advanced trade breakdown. So we gap lower at 9:30, okay, because we opened here. So we gap lower than where we closed, and we're beneath both opening prices. So those three factors puts us up in a really, really deep discount. Okay, we are really cheap on the day. We gap lower and we're beneath both opening prices. I am not interested in anything short. Also, we're trading into that daily bullish order block opening price. And on electronic trading hours, we have a sell side liquidity pool here. So we're doing a lot of business in a discount here to set the stage to go higher. Now, think about the logic in this way. We have sell stops here. When we trade down, there are traders who are looking to go short underneath this low. Okay, they want to go short. They're seeing this as support. So they're saying, okay, if we trade through the support, then I think we're bearish and we're going to go lower to 23,000. Okay, I don't know. So if we're looking to go long, because we already understand we've gapped lower at the open, we're beneath both opening prices. This up here is way too smooth. We traded down into a daily bullish order block, and we have an old new day opening gap between that candle's close, this candle's open. So we also have a new day opening gap there and midpoint of this wick, but I'm keeping that off the chart for simplicity's sake. Keep the charts clean. So we're trading into all that here. Traders here want to go short underneath that low. That's perfect, because if we're looking for longs, if we're planning on buying, we need somebody who's selling, right? If we want to buy something, we can't buy anything if nobody's selling. Well, we have traders willing to sell underneath that low. So it only makes sense that we trade beneath that low and through it, accumulate all the sell stops, because there's a pairing of orders there. We're buying what retail is selling, okay? That's narrative, logic, algorithmic delivery 101. Then we trade up, clearing out the rejection block, and buy side here is still my focus. All right, so 1-minute chart, still on regular trading hours. You can see we have relative equal lows, and we're trading down into that, accumulating all of those sell stops inside of that daily bullish order block. We've gapped lower at the open, puts us in a discount. We have a nice clean triple top here, and we're beneath both opening prices. This is a great area to look for longs. 1-minute chart. Now we added some lipstick on here, and we're also back in electronic trading hours. Okay, so we can see all the price action before the 9:30 open. Clean, obvious, relative equal highs, flashing neon sign, brightest day. Okay, in the stream this morning in Discord, we were only interested in higher prices, didn't care for anything going lower. We're not interested in shorting this bearish fair value gap that is part of the Judas swing. This move lower, aggressive move lower, it's getting everybody looking to chase it. Everybody wants to short. People say, look, it's the 2022 model, right? We've taken out buy side. We have a market structure shift above the low, below the low. Let's short it. This is why narrative is so important. I'm not seeing this as, buy stops taken, low taken, let's go short. The narrative is we've accumulated sell stops. We're in a discounted market. We're trading inside of a daily bullish order block when our daily bias is already bullish. Remember, what are we looking for on the daily chart? 23,500. So this move lower does not scare us. It does not trip us up. We're not looking to short it. That is not our trade. This is what we're looking to capture. So we have a down close candle, bullish order block, change in the state delivery is the opening price, rally higher, down close candle, bullish order block, which is also a propulsion block, so an order block, Inside of an order block is a propulsion block. You have an immediate rebalance. This candle opens, trades down, touches that candlestick's high. That could be an entry. All inside of this inversion fair value gap, that could be an entry. You do not have to wait for price to get above the inversion fair value gap, close above it, trade down. You do not have to wait for that. Okay, you can trade and enter longs and accumulate long positions inside of the inversion fair value gap, and you'll see that in a second. Order block, fair value gap, all of these are great entries because they are beneath both midnight and 8:30 open. That is Tremaine's model. I have that teaching on my YouTube channel. Relative equal highs tag there, and then we go into consolidation. Now the nitty gritty. We are on a 15-second chart. Yes, a 15-second chart. Took a small loss here, 2 contracts looking for longs. Trades higher, clears out the stops. Trades lower, stops me out, no big deal because I understand what we're looking for. Allowing the market to clear out sell stops. I'm not looking to chase any of this going lower. I'm treating that as a Judas swing. I'm still sticking with my bullish bias. We accumulate those sell stops on regular trading hours. So right here, we're trading beneath that. If I'm looking to buy, I need somebody who's selling. Perfect. They're selling on the breakout of that low. We accumulate all of that in here. We rally. This is a breakaway gap and a balanced price range. There's no reason for us to come to this fair value gap. It's already officially delivered. We have sell side delivered here, buy side delivered here. So that is balanced. It's efficient. That should stay open. Fair value gap here is my entry. On a 15-second chart, your change in this day delivery is these 2 down close candles. That opening price, draw it through. Body's respected beautifully. That's a great buy as well. Trade higher, fair value gap. Look at the wicks respecting consequent encroachment. Trade higher, down close candle, bullish order block, using that as a basis for my entry. More on that later. Rally higher, fair value gap, coupled with the bullish order block, great entries. Rally higher, volume imbalance, underneath the 8:30 open, still a great long. Now, I always tell people you don't need a seconds chart. You don't need the seconds interval to be a successful trader. But a lot of times, if we go back to a 1-minute chart, if you're just used to trading, and we talked about this in Discord this morning, but if you're just used to trading a 1-minute chart, you're not always going to get that 1-minute fair value gap entry. If you're only accustomed to trading the fair value gap in the 1-minute chart, you're not going to participate in all of the good moves, okay? Which is why if you're only trading the 1-minute chart, it's important that eventually you get comfortable using other PD rays, because on 1-minute chart, you may not have a fair value gap. You may have to use an inversion fair value gap. You may have to use order blocks. You may have to use an immediate rebalance. Okay, you may have to use propulsion blocks, things of that sort, breakers. So there's no fair value gap entry here until you get all the way up here. But with the help of a seconds chart, look at the opportunities. Fair value gap here. We have a small one there with the order block here, fair value gap here, volume balance here. Way more opportunities, but you only drop down to the seconds chart if you know narrative, if you know where price is likely to go. So that's why I like the seconds time frame. But fair value gap entries, I'm buying 3, buying 2 more using the bullish order block, and I'm exiting right at the buy side. So screenshot here, you can see my entry as we're trading down to the fair value gap, going in with the market order. Bullish order block, body's respecting it. Once we start leaving, I'm buying there. And then you can see closing my full position right above the buy side liquidity, relative equal highs. Now let's get a little bit more advanced. Implied dealing ranges. So those relative equal highs is our drawn liquidity. That is what I'm looking for. That is what I'm targeting. Once I'm confident that the low is in place, remember, we've already cleared out sell stops. We traded into a daily bullish order block and midpoint of previous day's wick. We also traded into an old new day opening gap, and we start displacing higher. I'm confident that this low is in place. And once I have that conviction, I can take a fib and I can attach a fib to this low all the way up to my anticipated buy side target. And I'm running quadrants on that. This is an implied dealing range. So while we're trading in this region here, none of this has printed yet, but I'm drawing my fib from this low to the buy side. Midpoint is equilibrium. Your best long opportunities are at, just above, or beneath equilibrium. Okay, as we start reaching the upper quadrant here, this is when I'm no longer interested in pyramiding. I'm no longer interested in opening up a new position, because at this point in time, I'm expecting speed towards my target, and deeper retracements are likely. This is when order blocks are more likely to fail. This is when you're more likely to see lows get taken out like we do here. So opening a new position here, as ICT said, quote for quote, you're throwing good money out the window. So you want to try to get your long entries and all your pyramid and all your business done near equilibrium or lower. So first entry in the lower quadrant of that implied dealing range, great. Second entry is right at equilibrium, perfect. And at this point in time, as we start leaving equilibrium, heading into the upper quadrant of the implied dealing range, I'm no longer interested in adding more to my position. I'm just focused on trailing my stop loss and taking profit. Here's the business for the Apex accounts. Apex was very kind enough to give me 5 eval accounts. So we got a lot going on here. This is the account that I'm currently funded with, taking payouts from. So paying myself on that one, and these 3 accounts is what I copy traded this morning. So about $9,000 on the eval altogether on 3 accounts. This one, not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I don't know. Maybe this would be account only for the PM session or something. And this here is kind of just like a dummy account. I just want to, I don't know. I really don't know. It's a lot to manage. So I am trade copying these 3 in Discord. This will be my morning session account. This here would be kind of like for Asia, London, anything outside of the morning session. Don't know what I'm going to do with this one. And I'm just taking payouts from my funded. So that's the business there. And I'll go ahead and show my Apex withdrawal. After this payout hits the bank account, that is over $10,000 that I've withdrawn from Apex, which is exciting. That's a pretty nice milestone. And once I get funded with these accounts, I think we're going to see pretty large numbers soon. So shout out to Apex. They've been doing right by me, and we're going to do a giveaway real soon in August. I believe Monday, August 5th. Let me double check. Monday, August 4th, I'm planning a giveaway so I can hook you guys up, and we're working with them getting that going. So let's get into the quick payout footage. Have a great weekend. Thank y'all for supporting the channel. We're almost at 20,000 subscribers. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe already. I'll put a lot of effort and time into these slideshows, these PowerPoints for you guys. This part is free. Obviously, I have a Discord community and everything, but I try to give some content, some gems, and some game to the YouTube community as well. So if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. It's much appreciated. I love y'all, man. And I'll see y'all next week. All right? Peace.